First of all, welcome you all to my video. Today's video is all about the story The Recurring Dream. It is one of the supernatural stories from England. So let's get into action. The central character of this story, The Recurring Dream, is Kimberly Clark, also known as Kim. Talking about her, she is 25 years old girl, she is beautiful and she loves dancing. She lives in an apartment in London with her roommate, and the name of her roommate is Janet Wilson. She shares everything with Janet Wilson. She also works in an office of a large company. She is friendly and therefore she has got many friends. These are the positive things about Kimberly. But there is also one dark side of Kimberly. That is, Kimberly Clark has a problem. And her problem is her dream. Her dream is not the dream that you, me, we see. Her dream is different from the normal dream. In fact, she has a mysterious dream. Her dream is mysterious because of two reasons. Firstly, it is about a person and a place which are completely strange to her. That means, in her dream, she sees a person whom she has never met in her life, and she visits a place which she has never been to in real life. And secondly, it's a recurring dream. That means she sees the same dream again and again every night. Her dream always begins in countryside. After all, what does she see in her dream? In examinations too, sometimes you are asked the questions, what does she see in her dream? So her dream always begins in countryside. When she goes to bed and when she falls asleep, she finds herself standing on the country road. And she sees a lane with a fence and a hedge on each side. The lane runs up a hill, on top of which a cottage is located. She walks along the lane and reaches the top of the cottage. She looks around and gets inside the cottage. And inside the cottage, she once again looks around, and in one of the rooms, she sees a short old man with white hair and white beard asleep in a bed. As Kimberly goes near that old man, the old man wakes up and he sits up and looks at Kim. As Kim tries to talk to him, for that when she opens her mouth, but she wakes up in her apartment in London. Well, Kim is much more troubled by this dream, and she frequently shares her dream with her roommate Janet Wilson. And Janet Wilson, being her room partner, tries to console her. She is really very much caring to Kimberly Clark, and one day she has a plan. She wants to take Kimberly to her parents' farm for a few days so that Kimberly would forget about the dream. And Kimberly also accepts that proposal because she is troubled. And one Sunday morning, both of them leave the city London in Janet's car. Janet is driving the car and Kimberly is sitting behind in back seat. Now they leave the city As the car is moving forward, Kim in the back seat, she falls asleep. Then the car enters into the countryside. As the car enters into the countryside, Kim wakes up, she looks outside, and she is shocked because she finds herself in the place of her dream. She requests Janet to stop the car. Janet at first thinks it is just the imagination of Kim, but however, she has no option and she stops the car and Kimberly comes out of the car. Exactly like the dream, she is standing on the countryside. Exactly like the dream, she sees a lane with a fence and haze on each side. She walks along the lane, which runs up a hill, and on top of that hill, again, Kim, like the dream, sees a cottage. She reaches the cottage. Everything is similar. Everything looks exactly the same. But there is one sign which was not there in the dream. There is a sign in front of the house which says, the house is for sale. That means the owner wants to sell the house. Kim is very nervous. With her trembling hands, she knocks at the door. And guess what? Who opens the door? Who opens the door is a little old man with white hair and white beard. He is the same man of her dream. The same man. But when he sees Kim at the door, he is shocked and instantly closes the door. And Kim, in nervousness, she just says, "Oh, please, please don't close the door. I have to talk to you." The old man replies, "What do you want here? Why don't you go away?" Kim exactly does not know what to say. So in nervousness, she just happens to say, "I see that this house is for sale." In reply, the old man says that, "Yes, it is, but you don't want to buy it. I'm pretty sure about that." Kim says, Why do you say that?" The man replies, "Because a ghost haunts this house every night." Kim, with her stammering tone, says, Do you know who the ghost is?" And in response, the old man declares, "You are the ghost." With this declaration, he just slams the door. Along with this, the story comes to an end. If you have enjoyed this story, please subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon. Till then, till next video, see you again. Bye bye.